Good afternoon. Yeah, good atmosphere first and foremost. I thought our fans were great. I thought it was, a challenging game for us. They're one of the oldest teams in the country, and their guards look it with their skill level. Their forwards look it with how hard they play. I thought they played really hard. The Rams did, but I thought our guys responded. Really impressed with the way. But Vaaks especially responding to the start, down 14-2. Really good resolve there to go, what would it have been, 70, I don't know what it would have been the rest of the game, but a big swing, after the 14-2 start.
Questions for the players?
Yeah. Steph, you're down 14-2. You stepped into one, but could you feel them coming, or you just knew your team needed a spark at that point?
I think I'm a player who needs one to get going, and when I got one, I got the second one, and then after that I got the third one, fourth one. I mean, I just felt good, and I think I can make those shots, and I've been making those shots in practice. So I think we were down 12, and I thought that I had to step up at that moment. And also to Kim's comment about the fans, I think the fans were amazing, but we were 3 minutes into the game. We started off bad, and I just heard fans booing. I think when I first made the Zoom call with Kim told me that we have one of the best fans in America, and I think that we can be better than that as fans. We're 3 minutes into the game, y'all start booing us. I think we got to do it. Fans, I got to do a better job on that.
They weren't booing you, they were booing me. It was me, it wasn't you. They were not booing. No, they love you. It was me. They weren't booing you.
Yeah, but we're one team, so.
No, it's okay.
One team, so.
Steph, what did Coach say to you during that timeout? And Jameer, what did he say to you when you guys got down 14-2? I think he called the timeout. How much did that kind of settle you guys, kind of get you guys back in a rhythm in the timeout?
I don't even remember what he said.
I don't either, I ain't gonna lie.
Jameer, it looked like, especially you in the first half, were able to get to that free throw line and kind of make plays. Just how much was that kind of a sweet spot for you, whether it was driving or creating?
That's just me doing what I do best, using it to my advantage, and that's what happens.
Jameer, what did you know about this rivalry coming into the game between URI and PC?
Well, I really didn't know much, but I knew it was going to be a tough game, so we were going to have to come out and play hard. So.
Jameer, how do you see your role developing here? It seems as if you can just do a little bit of everything and impact the game in every way. Is that how you see it?
For sure. Just me, I think it's just staying focused. Coaches know what they're doing with all of us, so it's just me staying focused, and coaches do their job at the end of the day. So.
And what's up with you? You're clearly on the same wavelength with Jalen with the alley-oops.
Oh, that's my brother. We so close, so it's every time. I mean, everybody my brother, but me and him, we came here together for real. So every time we just excited for each other. So
he gets it. You're looking up.
yeah, for sure.
For both you guys, Coach talks about the offense and defense is often married together. You guys closed the game on a 37-18 run. Just talk about how we were able to kind of shut them down and also kind of stay locked in offensively like you guys have been playing.
I can go. I remember, I think it was 2-point game or something like that, and then Flo was like, in 4 minutes, let's see, only let them get 6 points, and let's see what happens. And I think they only got 2, and we went on a 15 or whatever run. And I think so. Shout out to Flo, and good way to be a leader.
Sure.
This question is for both of you, both freshmen here. How do you feel your team handled the pressure in these type of games? Both of you guys.
I can respond. I think in today's NIL and all that stuff, I mean, we're playing basketball, like Kim said in the locker room, we're playing basketball with friends. We're getting paid really good amount for what we're doing. So I don't think there should be any pressure to play that game. Yeah.
For both of you, Oswin played 33 minutes tonight. Just how big was that, seeing him on the floor for that long, in terms of anchoring the defense especially?
Osmond's been big for us all year. I think he had like 6 blocks tonight. So just knowing what Osmond can do, and he just keeps helping us strive for greatness. So
How big was it to have Duncan back out there?
it was so big. We was so excited to have him back out there, and he impacted winning for us. So that was the biggest part.
What'd you think of the mask?
Looked like Batman out there. But I mean, but no, I think he played really really hard, and he really played for the team. A lot of stuff that he did. Maybe you don't see that on the stat sheet, but I think he really, I think one of his best games, to be honest with you.
Jameer, when you see one go in for Vaaks, do you expect them to keep flowing?
I ain't gonna lie, every time he shoot it, I expect everyone to go in. So I mean, I don't know how to answer that.
Jameer, this is your second game that you actually shot 100% from the field. Anything that you attest to about your growth between now and then, this far in the season?
My coach is holding me accountable, and my teammates holding me accountable to be the best me every game. So.
Any more questions for the players? Thanks, guys.
Tim, I know you didn't want to get into Duncan's issue while he was out, but I assume he had some concussion issues with what
Yeah, he had a concussion. In our practice after Colorado, someone got boxed out into his face. The back of someone's head, really dislodged a few of his teeth. And he got hit in the face. He had a concussion, and really did a really good job. Our medical team deserves a ton of credit, because a lot of the care had to be done while we were gone. We were in San Diego. He was planning on coming with us to San Diego, but the bus trip to the FBO got him a little nauseous, and we wanted him just to be home. And he got better. He's been awesome. Texting me throughout, sending me some video clips during our games at halftime of Wisconsin or Florida, whatever. And he really just, sometimes it's good to sit out and watch, and you get to see what we needed. We're no strangers to losing our big physical four-man. It's happened all 3 years we've been here. And tonight, it's the first time in a while we didn't look small out there. Duncan at the 4, Jameer at the 3. We had some good size out there, and it was good. I mean, Duncan had an incredible impact on this game.
And to be on the floor in kind of the time when you separated, does that say something?
Yeah, it was a great group. We were, and again, obviously, that group haven't had much time to practice together. We've always envisioned an opportunity of Jameer at the 3, Duncan at the 4, but haven't got much time to practice that way. Not having Jameer some of the fall, not having Duncan here recently. So it was a moment in the game. We kind of had a group that we are more comfortable with. That's one of our most efficient group ready to go. I feel like it was a free throw, and we were up 2, and we just said, wait, let's see what this possession of offense and this possession of defense look like. And it looked good, go on a bit of a run.
How has Jameer improved in terms of getting to his spots and then kind of creating?
What Jameer does, and this will help any player, he comes into my office after every single practice. And he sits down, he says, let's watch practice. After every single game, he sits down and says, let's watch the game. I don't seek him out. I don't tell him to come. He comes into my office. So as a young player, you want to know what your coach is thinking, watch film. And so he gets to see things and see my value system, and trust grows. And, again, as a young guy, what we're slotted at his minutes, a freshman on a team, what you're slotted at minutes, you want to see that grow. You play well. You build trust. And he played hard, and he's just himself. He's just himself. And, and he plays well.
Coach, you were a shooting guard at a very high level when you see Stefan knocking in 3 after 3 after 3. What do you think?
I didn't, when we were down 14-2, I wasn't worried. It was a team that will give you offense. They really go for steals. They impact the ball. They put 2 on the ball. So you're going to get offense. We had to get our defense right. Similar to a lot of our guys, but Vaaks especially, when our guys let go good shots, I've talked about shot quality since I've been here. The bomb that he shot was a deep one, but the Osmond rebound kickout was a simpler. We expect it to go in. We see these guys shoot every single day. But the beauty of Vaaks is he's not going into that game thinking I'm about to get on the heater from 3 in the first half. He's just going into the game thinking about making the right plays. And that's it's the way you're supposed to play basketball. And when you do that, the game rewards you.
Kind of going off that, do you feel like he settles you guys a little bit out there?
At times, for sure, especially in ball screens. The American basketball system is a lot of individual workouts and trainers and working on getting to your bag and then dribble and cones and everything with scoring. Stefan Vaaks was telling me the other day he spent like months as a young player only working on ball screen coverages, only working on the right decision in pick and roll. So it's no surprise. I think he leads in assists. He's one of our best pick and roll decision makers. And again, Duncan was with him tonight. Jameer was with him tonight. More and more guys. Jalen Sellers did some great things. More and more guys we got that are just focused on making the right play. We're going to continue to get better and better.
You mentioned the pick and roll coverage. I thought so much of the game seemed to swing on how they blitzed your 5 post ball screens. Could you talk about that and the different adjustments and how you handled it?
Yeah, the Colorado game, we played awful. And, you don't know. You think you know what a team's going to be in pick and roll coverage. We thought Colorado would be back, and I think our guards were expecting them to be back. They impacted the ball, which you will do if you have good guards, good scoring guards like we do, Jason Edwards, Jalen Sellers. But, again, you do what the game is telling you to do. And if a team blitzes or hard hedges, if they decide they're going to put 2 on the ball, get off of it. Through the short roll, through kicking it ahead, just make the right play. Basketball is a game. The game is going to tell you what to do. You cannot go into any one possession with a preconceived notion of what you're going to do, because it's completely dictated on what they do. We did it. We like to say teams that play like that give us offense. They give us offense. If they put 2 on the ball, we pass it to someone. We have a 4-on-3. Just make the right decision.
How did you feel about the defensive effort, especially down the stretch?
Yeah, it was better as the game went on. That is where my gaze was all game. URI played hard. They were going after loose balls. They sold out on the offensive glass. So really it just came to if we could physically secure the basketball, we would score. We felt like we would score. And, we shot 60 whatever in the second half. And that's a sore spot for me especially. Wisconsin had 25 points off of our loose balls. So when we don't have guys not diving on loose balls, that doesn't make me feel good.
Coach, looking at their roster in previous games, did you emphasize rebounding and getting inside? I mean, you killed them on the glass. You had 32 points in the paint. Was that an emphasis going in?
Yeah, it should be every game. Rebounding is an emphasis every game. It needs to be. Physically box out, physically hit your man, the shoulders, roll them on your back, go get the basketball with 2 hands. 5 guys, defensive rebound. Yes, and offense, again, you take what the game gives you. Obviously, it starts with trying to get to the paint. If they take that away, you spray it, and you shoot a good shot, and you go to the offensive glass. That's basketball.
This is the most minutes Osman has played since Virginia Tech. Was it a conscious decision coming in to get him more run, or were you guys just reacting to the game?
Reacting to the game. Going into this season, we expected Oswin to be at around 20 minutes, Cole Hargrove to be at around 20 minutes. That's where we were after camp. Cole's still figuring out the pace and the speed and the physicality and the athleticism and the pace and at this level. And Pateris has continued to get better. Oswin ended up being a high-minute guy last season once our season got going. So he can do it. We got Duncan back, which can spell him some minutes at the 5. We had to get him more practice time at the 5. He doesn't really know the 5 right now from a set play standpoint. But we want P and Cole to keep getting better and better because we're going to need those guys.
As freshmen, with these two next to you, how they come in this rivalry game and they perform, have you thought about maybe how just big their ceiling is and the potential that they can possibly reach?
Yeah, we've thought about Stefan Vaaks' ceiling and Jameer Jones' ceiling since literally the first time I seen him play against Cooper Flagg in Atlanta. 16 under AAU game, Florida Rebels versus whatever the main basketball club, Team Cooper, whatever that EYBL team was. I told our then assistant, I want number one. When we first seen Vaaks, it was a no-brainer. Those guys, they don't have a ceiling. If they continue to just get better and they continue to play hard and play the right way, they can have as good a careers as anyone. Thanks, guys.